Everybody got different points of views on different players, teams, the way it goes. That's why we're here talking about it. That's why we're here talking about it. So I just wanted to get that out the way because we was going back and forth. And when I'm talking with somebody and they're just going left field on me, not explaining anything, I'll end that real quick. I'll end it real quick. Because either he was a bot or he was just trolling. Either or. And to me, he might have just been trolling. Or this is a guy who's 18, 20 years old, haven't really absorbed anything yet. And he's looking at stats. He's looking at all-star appearances. And he thinks that's the greatest thing in the world. Don't have anything to do about winning ball games, coming through in the clutch, being cut from that kind of cloth. Sam Cassell is cut from that cloth. Is Sam Cassell a great? Some might argue. Is Sam Cassell a Hall of Famer? Maybe lower level, who knows? Maybe that'll be decided further down the road. He got some hardware. He was a big part of that. Every time I seen Sam Cassell on the floor, he made winning plays. He never was afraid of the moment. He had a winning attitude. He wasn't going to back down from anybody. I can say that. Can't say that about James Harden. Even Paul George. And that's the example I gave him. I said, Paul George has multiple All-Stars. Is he known for coming through in the clutch for his team? Knocking down basket after basket after basket when it mattered the most? No.
Nope.
That's why he went from playoff P to pandemic P.
Oh, that's not good.
Now he can remake all of this all over again. Got him a new team in Philadelphia. The team is stacked. Star power is there. So you're going to find out if Paul George is the cancer or is he the antidote. You're going to find that out. Going to find that out. Can't wait to watch him. Every year we keep saying, man, I can't wait till the season starts. We had some moves going, some trades. It's going to be a great season coming in. And every time we've said it, it's been just that. Same with football, same with basketball. When it gets cooked up back again, you just can't wait. Reed Shepherd's got everybody on edge. Paul George's move. All these new rookies that's coming in. Sophomore players from last year. It's going to be exciting. No doubt about that. So, this one guy, and I know y'all been hearing about it. It's been in the news the past couple of days now. And I have to bring it up because I gave this guy a lot of heat in the beginning. Not being available. All the talent in the world coming out of college. Bad eating habits allowed him to be overweight. Just couldn't stay on the floor. Injury prone. Well, this guy has drew the line. And I want to say last year, getting hurt once again out of the playoffs when his team needed him the most, when he was playing outstanding basketball. It was a bad time for him to go out. And I felt his pain. I really did. This ain't all about just beating down on Zion Williamson is who I'm talking about. And let's pull him up here real quick. There he is. Know y'all seen that all over y'all social media feeds? It's been all over. And I gotta say, this is amazing. Amazing. The weight that this guy has lost. Getting ready to come into this season. Nobody thought this was possible. All I want to say is congrats. I really do. I didn't think this was possible. A lot of people didn't think this was possible. Didn't think he had the dedication to pull this off. Hard work. And it's crazy because all the times that he's missed, been injured, come up short, it took this time to wake him up. And I'm glad he's finally woke. If this ain't, Photoshop, which I doubt it's Photoshop. We've seen the video, him walking and all that other stuff. But, yeah, last year, man, getting hurt in the playoffs when he was playing out of his mind. People starting to erase everything that happened before because he was playing so well. And for him to go out the way he did, when in my opinion, if he'd have stayed in there healthy, it'd have been different results. He probably knows that. But that was a breaking point for him. Whatever he got him, a trainer, nutritionist, whatever he got, he listened to him. And they put him to work in this little amount of time to carve out this type of guy. Look at the weight loss. Now, a lot of people are concerned about how much weight he's lost. They're saying that he's still going to have the power and strength that he used to have. What made his game so off the charts, domineering. I think he can be. He's going to have to adjust, get used to this new body, running up and down the floor, bumping into players and stuff like that, which I know he done some off the floor stuff, not NBA level type, but I know he played some pickup ball somewhere, ran around. But one thing about this guy, he's going to be lighter, he's going to be faster, he's going to be quicker, he's going to be more athletic with this new body type. Unbelievable. Congrats. This is a sight to see for Zion Williamson finally owning up to something that's been Achilles' heel in his career since he's touched the NBA floor. And usually guys that's big-boned, round the way he was, it's hard to lose that weight. Some of them never do. So that lets me know he drew the line in the sand. He said no more. If I gotta shed these pounds for me to be on the floor, to be healthy for my team, to be the type of player that I always dreamed I could be, stop all this noise, all this chef talk, all these Slurpees and milkshakes, hamburgers and fries talk, ding-dongs, cookies, cupcakes. Oh yeah. We're going to put an end to it. So this is at his basketball camp. Man, amazing. Congrats to you, Zion. Really, congrats. No more joking no more. Because if you approach the game like this, putting your full effort and something happens, we can say, hey, man, the guy tried. He was in wonderful shape. Things happen, you know? You can root for this. But if you're down there looking like Dr. Robotnik, then no. We can't sign up for that. You're not putting the time and the effort in. So congrats to you, man. It's unbelievable. When I saw this, I couldn't believe my eyes. You know, you're supposed to put on your glasses when it's something you can't believe, or something you can't believe you're actually seeing and witnessing. I think I had to take mine off when I saw that one. I'm like, are you serious? But yeah, proud for you, man. It's a proud moment. Put that on the floor. People can't wait. See you run up and down that floor. See if you're going to keep that power. People also saying you lost a lot of muscle mass. A lot of muscle mass. You can get that. Hopefully you continue to hitting that iron real strong as you done lost that weight. Get you a lot of protein in. You know, a lot of steak, a lot of eggs. Looks like you're in amazing shape. Just can't wait. So once again, congrats to Zion Williamson. Like I say, we gave the guy a lot of heat, and we congratulate him as well. So can't wait. Hope you have a hell of a season. Get your career back on point the way it should be. You are force on that floor. And with this new body type, watch out. Watch out. So, Houston Texans, huh? Let's take a look at this. Houston Texans. They done pulled it out. Pulled it out. 28-10. Like I say, in the preseason, small sample size, starters were out there. They looked good. CJ Stroud, right on schedule, as we all figured. But we got two concerns for the Houston Texans. One of them is John Mechie. Outstanding game by John Mechie. Is he still on the brink, though? He had to have an output like this for the coaches could sit back and think real long and strong and say, could we use him? Wide receiver depth chart is huge. A lot of talent from the wide receiver position. Can we fit him in? That's going to be the question. But an outstanding game by him, as you can see. The other guy that has a big concern, as we all know, Dameon Pierce. And he almost feels like H-Town, our own, right? Our very own. He's in trouble. Dameon Pierce just seems like he's lost it since his rookie season. Seems like he's thinking a lot. Seems like he's getting lost in the brush. And it's hard to look at, to be honest with you, how far he's fallen from the depth chart even. Limited action. And when he gets that action, not much he's putting up for argument. Other guys are moving past him, running better, being more elusive, getting yardage, something he's failing to do at this point. Something he was so great at when he came in. Picking up short yardage, busting it for 20, 25 yards, people hanging off of him, he steamrolling them. Unbelievable. We'll talk about it a little more, but let's look at this, man. Let's look at this. So, Devin Singletary as well, former Texan. He came in, got him a little action, got him a little touchdown. So shots out and kudos to him. He ran the ball very well for the Texans. We're in debt. Thank you. Thank you. We've been looking for a decent, a sustainable running game in Houston for some time. I mean, Arian Foster, he provided that for a good stretch. But somebody that you can count on, game in, game out, season long, years long. Seems like we're still trying to find that staple guy. You know what I mean? Still trying to find him. Could Mixon be it? Possibly. But I tell you what, he would be a hell of a compliment to CJ Stroud. Because the way the league is going now, you don't really need a superstar type running back per se. Just somebody who can get it done when you need him. And it has to be a guy who can do multiple things, not just run the ball. He has to catch it. Definitely got to block it. If you don't know how to run it, you better know how to block. So if you can do that, you'll stay on the field. And they're doing it by committee. Anyway, the ground and pound with running back, that's extinct. That is no longer. They're using 2-3 running backs now. Keeping you fresh. And you just got one guy that's going to be featured, who's obviously going to get most of the carries. Now you're getting guys getting 18, 22 carries that used to get 25 to 35. Game in, game out, some of these backs. They used to pound them and pound. You remember Jerome Bettis? Boy, they drove that bus till the wheels came off in Pittsburgh. They was giving this guy carries, and rightfully so. He used to steamroll him. Used to love watching big old Jerome Bettis run that ball. My goodness. And then how he used to pop up with his little attitude. I used to shrug down and make that little walk. Man was bad. He was bad. So they had some greats in time, man. They used to carry that ball. Built for the nutrition. It's not like that anymore. And that's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But if Mixon can come along like we expected, it is an upgrade. And he's going to run his butt off with the wide receivers. And hopefully they can find a spot for Mechie. I think they're going to find a spot for Mechie. That's my opinion. Coming off of what he came off of, obviously. First season back last year. Showed some flashes. Monster game here in the preseason. It seems like you just got to see what's going to come of this. Get him on the roster this season. Not saying he's going to see a lot of action, but in certain situations, get him on the field, right? You just so receiver heavy. I even hate to see Hutchinson go, if that's the case. I like Hutchinson. But me personally, if I'm going to cut a wide receiver from this list, the one from the guys who are producing who are good wide receivers. And some might disagree. Y'all let me know that. But I'm thinking Robert Woods. If I'm cutting anybody, Robert Woods, the veteran, who is a hell of a receiver now. But I think he just got caught up in the brush of young talent, which they all do. Good receivers coming up. And he spent this time. And somebody else would be delightful to have him and pick him up. Where he go produce and at least get some playing time with another team. So if I'm cutting anybody, my opinion, it will be Robert Woods. I will cut Robert Woods before I cut Xavier Hutchinson, right? You make your case for Steven Sims if anybody loves him. Yeah. And of course, you can see these guys at the bottom of it. I mean, it's stacked, but the cut list is going to be coming. The cut list is going to be coming. Preseason and camp and all this stuff, you're going to have all kind of backloaded guys. They're calling their cousins up and said, hey, man, come suit out. We need some action out here on the field. We just need some bodies. Come on, just come on. Yeah, they got those type of guys on the roster. They will be no longer as it gets deeper. It's going to dwindle real down slim, okay? So a lot of these players not going to have a chance on this roster or making this roster. We understand that. But when it comes down to the slim pickings, yeah, what's going to be left? Robert Woods, man. Robert Woods. So you can see the stat sheet on this. I mean, like I said, it's preseason. We don't have to dissect it or anything like that. But you do see these players. C.J. Stroud, who has a pretty good game with his limited action. He was 7 for 10, 88 yards, average 8.8, and 97.1 on his rating. Look at Tim Boyle out there. 10 for 15, 94 yards, 6.3 on average, 83.7 on his rating. And of course, the Case Keenum. Now, Case Keenum, you can call him our Houston own. How long he's been around. Veteran guy. They gotta find a spot for Case Keenum somewhere on this team. If it's just holding the towels, they gotta try to keep him in Houston. You just gotta love Case Keenum. You know, of course he's getting older. Of course his game is diminishing here and there. Of course he's got a noodle arm. We know all of this. But we still want to keep him with the franchise in some way, right? Gotta love Case Keenum.